speaking of anime streaming services, Tristan, Netflix finally added. It's funny because the article title is just Netflix adds Little Witch Academia episodes 14 to 25. No article title. Netflix finally adds this. Look, Tristan, okay, so I don't watch Anime Weekly. I've said this on the podcast before, different ones that we've done, and I've said this throughout this podcast. I don't watch a lot of new Anime Weekly. Neither do you. Right. But Netflix's model of, we're going to release this in batches based on the DVDs. That's how they work in the US anyway.
Right.
It is such horseshit. Look, I'm sorry, all right? I know you want to laugh. I get it, right? But you have to understand, man. It works for other series, right? It works for, Arrow or Flash or whatever airs, Supernatural, whatever airs on TV, right?
Right.
That's going to have DVD sales. It makes sense that they're like, okay, it's going to show on TV. We're not going to air it live we don't do live in the U.S. Netflix does live in other countries, but doesn't do live in the U.S. So it makes sense that they're like, okay, we're going to wait till it comes out on DVD. People will buy the DVD, through whatever company is, like I guess WB, right, when it comes to Flash and Arrow and Supernatural. And then Netflix pays WB to have this show on their streaming service, right? So it makes sense for other shows like that, because then you have Hulu pick up the slack when it comes to airing something live on the internet through streaming. But with anime, it sucks the life out of an anime to air a new show. Because these aren't old shows, Tristan. These are new shows that they're saying, let's only show them in batches. Like, literally, I mean, think about it, right, Tristan? When you are watching a new show, right, you want to hear what other people are talking about. So you go to your friends, and if they're like, I don't watch that show, you flip them off, and then you go to the internet, and then isn't that what you do? You flip them off and you go to the internet, and then you go to the internet, and then you find communities that are talking about this show. It stunts a community to try and to say, hey, listen, we licensed this show, which, believe me, look, I love that the money's going back to Japan. So I love that Netflix licensed it. We're licensing the show, but we're not going to air it weekly. I think it's horseshit. I don't know how you feel, but I'm not a fan. Having to wait that long. I feel like it kills an anime's momentum too.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. That's just my take on it. I don't know. Maybe it's because we podcast about things on a weekly basis. When it comes to some of our, we wait a little bit to kind of have 4-episode batches with Super, but still, it just feels weird to have Netflix be like, yeah, we're gonna do the binge model. It's like, no, Netflix, that doesn't work for anime.
Yeah. Yet says the guy who binges.
Do
a cast.
We binge. Okay, but you have to understand two things, Tristan. First off,
we're not
go
a
fuck yourself.
Service.
No. That first one is go fuck yourself. That's the first one. Second. That needed to be said. But we need to be put out there. But the second thing is that I'm also we marathon older anime usually, right? And older anime, I would argue. Even newer stuff, I would argue, sometimes they're very episodic. Sometimes they're very storyline driven. But still, I feel as if, I don't know, wouldn't it feel awkward, right? If a company told you, hey, you can't watch Super until these 13 episodes are done. And then we'll show you Super. But then you have to wait till the next 13 episodes are done to then get more Super.
Yeah.
That would be weird, Yeah. I know people wait for stuff to air on Toonami dubbed, or people wait to get a DVD. I get, DVDs have 13 episodes or sometimes 26. I get it, right? But it just feels awkward for me to hear that a streaming service for anime is saying, hey, you're gonna get this in batches.
Yeah.
That aren't the whole show.
Right.
An older show. Because, look, I'm not saying that Netflix, if they're dealing with, G Gundam, right? Give me all the G Gundam at once, right?
Right.
But you don't have to, show me G Gundam once every week. It's nice. I think it's a nice little, it feels like I'm watching it on TV again. But, you can give it to me all at once. It show aired, 20 years ago, right? But this one it's a new show. It's new.
Right.
So I just feel like it's a really bad model. And the reason why I stressed earlier, like, Netflix does this in other companies, it doesn't do this in other countries. In other fucking countries, Tristan, in Japan, they air shows weekly.
Right.
So they're making a conscious choice to sit there and go, no. In America, we do a binge model. That's not how everything works.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it would be like a gun store being like, we sell food now. So people like that guns shoot things fast. So we're going to throw sandwiches at people. It's like, what the fuck? No, that business model doesn't work for everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the business model of, like, I sell guns does not work for I sell food. No one says, I got a ham sandwich to protect my homestead. No one, but you see what I'm saying, Tristan? As asinine as it sounds, just, the business models don't add up. So even though it's like, but Matt, both are media, don't be a dick. It's like, but even if it's media, the business models don't add up. Yeah. When you look at, Netflix's own original shows that they make to be binged.
Right.
Daredevil was made to be binged. Daredevil was made for you to sit down and go, I don't have anything to do today. Like, that's what. Same thing with Stranger Things. Stranger Things was made for you to sit down and go, I'm going to dedicate a lot of time to this.
Right.
That's what those shows were made for. These shows, these anime, even though Netflix, for some of them, they're actually on the production committees, they're not influencing it to make it more bingeable. They're just putting money down, so they will most likely, and usually if you're an American company on the production team, you're going to get the first dibs to licensing it. Or sometimes exclusivity. So they get exclusivity, but it's just, oh God, I don't want to keep on, sounding like a broken record, but it's just, I think it's a dumb model. And it sucks because this is the only place you can get Little Witch Academia. So it's a dumb model, but it's also, it's wrong to, look, it's always wrong to pirate, and, fan subs, people say it's in a gray area, but it's still always technically, pirating. But, like, yeah, if something's licensed by someone else officially, then yes, it is pirating. There's no gray area if, it's licensed by someone else, but I'm watching it while it airs. Like, no, that is illegal, right? Like, there's no, like, ifs, ands, and buts about it. But, like, it hurts to have to be told, like, I'm not excusing piracy, again, I just said it's illegal. But, like, yeah, like, you literally have a company that's like, screw airing it weekly. We're just gonna show it in clumps. It's like, but will people care? Like, will the random person scrolling through Netflix be like, oh, wow, I want to watch this anime? And will the anime fans that love Little Witch Academia be like, I feel like anime fans that like this show or who were hyped for this show are going to be like, oh shit, that's right, Little Witch Academia. Because you're not going to get the new anime fans who want to watch it when there's 13 other shows that are airing on a weekly basis through other services like Crunchyroll.
Right.
So, like, that's why I'm on this rant, But yeah, so either way, do you have you watched a lot of anime through Netflix? Do you?
I mean, that's the thing. I've never really thought of Netflix as a hub for anime, and I know it's like it's getting more and more nowadays. But like Netflix, like whenever I hear people talk about Netflix, it's always been that binge model, like you said. And again, like you've said, it's not an ideal business model for anime coming out.
No.
And yeah, it is gonna hurt a series where it's only first 13 episodes, and then you have to wait God knows how long for the next batch to come out. It is going to hurt it.
Funnily enough, they have Death Note. I know it makes sense, right? But I was watching it with another, actually podcaster, yes, because she came on the podcast Stranger Things, but another Let's Player friend of ours, Courtney. We actually have been watching Death Note, and it's because she's never seen it, and I've obviously seen it multiple times. But yeah, so they have Death Note. They have a bunch of anime and then like some random obscure ones that you're like, oh, that's on Netflix, okay. Like I think they have like a Cyborg 009 movie and like a Devilman movie. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Devilman is another series by by Tezuka.
Right.
Osamu Tezuka, who did Cyborg 009, Astro Boy. But yeah, so yeah, Netflix is a weird business model for anime, which we'll leave it at that.